A ton of big wrestling news stories in this video. As always, the timestamps are going to be down below. Just a quick update. Wrestling Entertainment Series. You know how we talked about this for a couple days now. Low ticket sales. Lena Fanine, a.k.a. Nia Jax, coming out and basically saying she's been falsely advertised. Now, Wrestling Entertainment Series has come out with an official statement. So, as always, I want to keep you guys updated. It's really important that we do that. Wrestling Entertainment Series put out this post. Dear fans and followers, unfortunately, we will have to cancel the event scheduled for this Saturday at the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham, England. We are deeply disappointed in the news that we have to share, but with so many talent not showing up, we will have no choice than to cancel the event. Our team worked so hard on this event day in and day out for the fans to come with a different type of wrestling event and believe that we will still be able to show that in the near future. We do want to say that all of our talent that was scheduled have been paid in full and that Lena Fanine was paid her deposit as well while she changed her mind and did not want to show up and wrestle anymore. For now, we will have to apologize for this, but we promise that it will not end here. See you soon, Team WES. All right, guys. So just so you guys know, it's not happening. We kind of anticipated that. Around 8,000 to 10,000 seat arena. Very, very aggressive move. Only around 300 tickets or so were sold. A lot of times, especially my previous video, we mentioned this. A lot of people actually left a comment saying, hey, the reason why people aren't going is one, ticket prices are too high. The economy isn't good. And two, a lot of people just weren't impressed with the card. So that's just based on what you guys told me in my last video when I talked about Wrestling Entertainment Series. As always, though, I think it is really important that there are more wrestling promotions out there that are active and kicking ass. So hopefully this isn't the end, but hopefully when they do decide to come back, if they do, things go a lot smoother. With that being said, I want to turn our attention to Money in the Bank. Really cool stuff here. Guys, WWE Money in the Bank was the most viewed WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view of all time. And honestly, this is actually just good news for pro wrestling in general. It's not just a WWE thing, because I mentioned in my previous video, I said, what is the reason? Is there a disconnect? There's a lot of people not buying tickets to WES. They're not buying tickets to AEW shows. They're not buying tickets for WWE shows. Is there a disconnect between the audience? But when you look at WWE and you look at AEW, the success of Forbidden Door and the success of Money in the Bank tells you that people are still interested in the products. Now, I'm not saying you're going to love every product or hate every product, but for the most part, people are still very much engaged with this. According to Fightful, WWE executives were notified earlier today that WWE racked up several accomplishments with the latest Money in the Bank. So yes, it was the most viewed, as I mentioned, which is also a great thing, by the way, because there's no Cody Rhodes, no Roman Reigns, no Randy Orton, no Rhea Ripley. Obviously, a lot of people were missing from the show, but also the merchandise sales at Money in the Bank were up 95% compared to 2021. This was also the second largest gate in Money in the Bank history. These are all great accomplishments when you consider the shortage of talent. And ultimately, there's been a lot of talk about this, backstage environment, the vibe, with Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, addressing the talent, trying to create that family atmosphere. This is a good step in the right direction for WWE. And I think one of the things that they really delivered with Money in the Bank, having Liv Morgan win the briefcase and then cash in on the same night, I thought that was a really excellent choice. Liv Morgan is somebody who has been very, very popular within the IWC. This is typically a move that WWE would not do, but they made the right decision. And now there's rumors of SummerSlam having Rousey and Liv Morgan. That is going to be her biggest singles match of all time, which should be pretty cool. And whether or not you like or hate Austin Theory, or just Theory now, Theory at this point has won the Money in the Bank briefcase. And these are two young stars that WWE is working on creating. So whether or not you personally like these people, the fact remains true. WWE used Money in the Bank as a way to pitch to the audience that they are willing to put new talent forward. But this is where wrestling fans have to come together and really get behind, the young talent. Because I look at this as an opportunity for WWE fans and wrestling fans in general to get excited, right? Liv Morgan, upcoming star, somebody people want to see for a long time. We want to see her succeed. The way she's going to succeed is by showing WWE that you are still very much interested in Liv Morgan. And then also when it comes to Theory, if Theory wins the championship belt, he becomes the youngest world champion in WWE history. And look, with Cody Rhodes coming back, hopefully by Royal Rumble, with John Cena possibly returning soon, you never know. John Cena winning that 17th world championship title, it could be possible, right? There's something there between him and Theory. So very, very cool stuff there. Just want to bring that to your attention. All right, guys, Forbidden Door. Just want to give you guys an update on this. There's been a lot of talk. I know a lot of people have been asking about the overall success of the show. It's really hard to gauge what makes this successful, right? Because part of the show was distributed through New Japan World and then obviously pay-per-view in the US and everywhere else. However, Tony Khan did reveal on Busted Open Radio that the show did about roughly 127,000 buys. This was very successful for them. And this is good news. Honestly, when you look at AEW and their other pay-per-views, I think everybody realistically knew that Forbidden Door probably wouldn't have been on the same level as All Out or Double or Nothing. But the point that I'm making is 127,000 buys for a show that was a collaboration event. Obviously, we will see a Forbidden Door 2. Tony Khan is definitely not ruling it out. Hopefully, this becomes a yearly thing. And hopefully it continues to be a successful thing for them. It's one of the things that makes AEW attractive. I know if I was a talent, and maybe I wouldn't necessarily be willing to move to Japan, I know that if I signed to AEW, I would be able to have some of those great dream matchups thanks to their relationships using the Forbidden Door. So just in general, pretty cool stuff. I also want to provide one more update because this has been very, very interesting. For those who don't know, about 5 or 6 days ago, there was some rumors that Mike Santana is leaving AEW because of a variety of tweets teasing his possible departure. Now, while also speaking to Busted Open Radio, Tony Khan did provide an update on Mike Santana's injury, because if you guys didn't know, at Blood and Guts, he did get injured middle of the match. Now, Tony Khan mentions how it's a very dangerous match. They knew going into it injuries are possible, but he does believe that this injury is a relatively long injury, so it could be a while that Santana is out. But we are here for him in whatever he needs. It's unfortunate that the Blood and Guts match does come with injuries, and it was a knee injury that he suffered, and hopefully he'll be back relatively soon. Now, here's the thing. With the rumors that Mike Santana is leaving, these rumors exist because people believe Mike Santana and Ortiz are having some issues as a tag team. So right now, nobody actually knows, is Mike Santana going to stick with AEW or leave AEW? The rumors suggest that he will not be re-signing with the company. However, with that being said, based on what I'm hearing and seeing from Tony Khan on Busted Open Radio and how he mentions that he will take care of his talent, he will take care of Santana and everything within this process of being injured, I actually don't know if we should be expecting Santana to be gone. Now, with that being said, if for some reason Santana and Ortiz are actually having problems, what I would imagine is that both guys can go off and do their own thing. They don't have to tag team. I do like them together. I think they're absolutely incredible together. I think I would be disappointed to not see them have a tag team championship reign in AEW. However, Santana could be a singles guy, Ortiz could be a singles guy, and I don't have a problem with that. So while the rumors indicate that Santana could be on his way out, based on the indication from Tony Khan and his support that he has for his talent, this is going to be a very big story to watch out for, and I will keep you updated.